I'm Major Willie Parker of the Community Outreach Division, and this is Inside HCSO.
QF 47 to 37 dispatch.
SO1, we've got him. 1015 times 1, stand by.
378205846.
Coming up, Teddy's two heroes wore stars. Thugs terrorized two clerks in a convenience store and got a tip, get our app. Hello and welcome. I'm Major Chad Chronister. If you're ready, so are we. Let's go inside HCSO. Sometimes law enforcement officers get a break. In this case, we got one from a barefoot burglar. Okay, Detective Smith, give us the story.
Sure, I'd love to, Major. On August 25th, within the South Fork community in Riverview, there was two residential burglaries. In both cases, the rear sliding glass door was shattered by the unknown suspects. The responding deputies conducted a neighborhood survey, and while they were inside one of the residences, they recovered several footprints. One of the footprints that was recovered was on a table where the suspect had gotten on top of the table in order to remove the surveillance camera. Responding deputies had conducted a neighborhood survey and come in contact with an individual by the name of Jamie Vasquez. He was currently on parole in Pennsylvania, and he did not possess a valid license in any state. Knowing that he drives his girlfriend to work on a daily basis, we conducted a traffic stop. We placed him under arrest. When he was booked into Orient Road Jail, not only his fingerprints were taken, but his footprints were taken. The footprints were a positive match for Jamie Vasquez.
As evidence, is a footprint just as good as a fingerprint?
Absolutely. Each individual's footprint is unique, just like their fingerprints. And in this case, we were able to solve both residential burglaries based on one footprint.
Nice work, Detective.
Thanks, Major.
When an elderly woman with dementia wandered away from home, Sergeant Ron Kane and his canine partner Abby put their skills to work. Abby, a 7-year-old bloodhound, showed once again that her nose knew. Here's more.
Myself and Deputy Chris Greco responded over. Once I got there, I met with deputies, found out the lady had been gone for about approximately 12 hours. The house had a surveillance camera that seen the lady leaving approximately at 9:30 the night before. It had rained the night before quite a bit, a heavy thunderstorm. It was over an inch of rain there for that night. The next morning it was clear. When we started, it was overcast. I went in, got her bed pillow, scented Abby off of that, and we went through a neighbor's yard over a fence, and then where there was an overgrown canal. We crossed the canal. Deputy Greco noticed a slipper on the other side of the bank. Abby continued tracking down the canal bank, and then that's where we located her at, hanging on to a tree, and her clothing was tied up in a fence next to the tree, so she couldn't move.
A distraught woman called 911 with an unusual situation. The tail of her Pomeranian was snagged in a recliner. I guess you could say it was a case of to serve and protect and disassemble. Here's the story.
We're not sure how the dog got stuck, but she needed assistance in getting the dog uncaught in the chair. So we responded to the call, and once we got there, you could see that the dog's tail was stuck in the recliner portion of the chair.
I got a look under it. I saw that there was no way to actually get the dog tail out of it, so Jen came up with the idea, let's disassemble the part that's on it so that we can take it over to the vet. It was in pain, it was in agony, it was yelping a lot, yeah.
And so Deputy Cook here got some tools and was able to assemble the chair. From there, I took the dog and the female with the part still attached to the vet, and they were able to put the dog under, and I guess they did surgery and they had to take the dog's tail off.
All in a day's work.
Okay, now check out this security video that shows two criminals coming into a convenience store for no good reason. Inside their Circle K on North Nebraska Avenue were a couple of clerks just doing their jobs, trying to earn a living. But the thugs could have cared less. They walk in with their faces covered, carrying pistols. At gunpoint, the clerks open the cash registers. The robbers snatch the cash and order the clerks to the ground and run out. But one of the thugs, the one who wore a dust mask, returns to grab the cash tray. If you have any information, call us or send it in using our new app, Tip 411. We have a new crime fighting tool available to the public. It's called Tip 411. All you have to do is download the app. We really want to hear from you.
I'm Master Deputy Jerry Carey, here to tell you about the newest tool in the fight against crime, Tip 411, which connects you directly to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Tip 411 is simple to use and super quick. Just download the app from the Apple or Google Play Store and start sending us your crime tips and other information you want us to know about. Did you take a photo or video to accompany the tip? That's great. You can send them to us with just a simple click. And trust me, our deputies and detectives appreciate it. When you send a tip, here's how it works. Your tip goes to a trained dispatcher within our communication center who reviews the information and dispatches a deputy when necessary. So join our team, get connected, and start sending us those tips. And remember, for emergencies, always dial 911. To learn more about Tip 411, visit our website at www.hcso.tampa.fl.us.
Got a question? We've got the answer. Check these out. Lauren of Tampa asks, someone sprayed graffiti on the wall of my subdivision. What should I do? Lauren, please contact our non-emergency line at 247-8200. We'll get a deputy out there to document their graffiti for any gang connections. You can also contact the county's helpline at 272-5900. We partner with the county's Code Enforcement Bureau and its graffiti paint-out truck to get rid of this kind of stuff. Sherry from Brandon wants to know, how do I commend a deputy for a job well done? Thank you for asking, Sherry. You can go to our website and send us an email or mail us a letter to P.O. Box 3371, Tampa, Florida 33601. Mary of Tampa says she got a telephone call from someone claiming to be with the IRS, demanding her credit card numbers to cover back taxes. Mary wants to know, now what? First off, Mary, you can relax. The IRS never attempts to settle an issue over the telephone. This scam is happening all over the country with thieves trying to trick people. The best advice? Hang up the telephone. Then file a complaint with the federal government's Internet Crime Complaint Center at www.ic3.gov. We really appreciate you taking the time to get to know the HCSO. We're already working on another episode, so be sure to check back. Don't forget, stay informed by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter. Here's something to mark on your calendars or share with a friend. On November 1st, we are having our first ever job fair for women. Get the details on our website. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Until then, stay safe, Hillsborough County.